What's good, people? Today we are gonna go over the whole history of the Olympics and how it started and the whole spiritual essence behind the rituals that are performed during the Olympics, especially the Summer Olympics, and what we can expect during this year's Olympics. Now, before I start, I want to let everybody know and understand that nothing is new under the sun, and there's no such thing as pagan. Okay, I want everybody to get that out of their heads. There's no such thing as the word pagan. All energy, okay, all energy in this dimension is neutral. Some of it may be more, some of the energy may be more positive than negative. Other energy may be more negative than positive. But everything that's in this third dimension has its own polarity, has its own positive and negative. So this energy that is being used by the elites can be used for the betterment of humans on this planet. Okay? I'm really getting tired of ignorant people that are using the word pagan, okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, the word doesn't even exist. Okay, so without further ado, we're about to get into this Olympic subject. Now, the first Olympic Games were held in the year 776 BCE. 776 BCE. 76, okay, it's not a coincidence that the individuals who stole the knowledge from Ethiopia decided to enact this ritual in the 76th year of the century, because 7 and 6 gives you 13. Okay, I'm about to touch on that a little bit later in this lecture. Now, the whole story of these Olympics, okay, ties into the story of Zeus. Okay, if you study Roman or Greek mythology, you know that Zeus was a child of Kronos, and when Kronos had him, you know, when Zeus was born, Kronos tried to eat Zeus because he ate all his other children. Now, if you do your research, Kronos was actually Saturn. Kronos was Saturn. Zeus is Jupiter. Okay, Zeus is the god Jupiter. Okay. Each one of these Greek deities has a Roman counterpart. Okay, so like I said, Zeus was Jupiter, Kronos was Saturn, Poseidon was Neptune, Hades was Pluto, Eris was Mars, Hermes was Mercury, and Salus was Uranus. Now, according to this story, Uranus and another female deity tricked Kronos into eating something else, another object that he thought was Jupiter, but it wasn't Jupiter. So Jupiter fell into this third dimension onto this earth at Mount Olympus. This is tying into Greek mythology. This is the story. He fell on Mount Olympus, okay? And Zeus was part of a group called the Titans, okay? The original creators of dimensions, of universes. Okay, the Titans created their own universes. Okay, and set up their own rules and laws of physics in their own dimensions. Okay, this is why that the Olympic symbol is the five interlocking circles. Okay. The 5 interlocking circles represent the interlocking dimensions. Okay, 5 interlocking dimensions. Okay, that is your Olympic symbol, and they use the 5 basic colors of this universe, which would be red, blue, green, yellow, and black. Okay, the 5 basic colors of this universe. That is very symbolic because, like I said, we're going to tap into all this during this lecture. So stay tuned and listen very carefully. Now, Another thing that I want to add on to this is that this knowledge was stolen from Ethiopia, because the original name for Zeus, okay, or Jupiter, would be Ammon, Asar, or Ethiops. The deity Zeus is really the deity Ammon, 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 Asar, and Ethiops. Zeus was a melanated deity. Okay, if you do your research, this all goes back to Kemet in Ethiopia. Okay, like I said, there's nothing new under the sun. And to add on to the story of Zeus, okay, Zeus turned out real fortunate because Zeus was Jupiter. What does Jupiter rule in astrology? Fortune, wisdom, luck. There's no such thing as luck. That's why I say fortune. Never-ending expansion. Okay? That is Jupiter, Zeus energy. Okay? So it says Zeus turned out real fortunate with the number 4 energy that's ruled by Uranus, because Uranus tricked Saturn into swallowing another object instead of swallowing Zeus. Okay? So Zeus turned out real fortunate by the number 4 energy that's ruled by Uranus. Uranus rules the number 4 energy. Zeus, Jupiter rules the trine, the trinity, the 3 energy. That's ruled by Jupiter. Okay? So Jupiter and Uranus are connected with one another. Okay? Those are positive astrological objects, unlike Saturn, unlike Venus, unlike certain aspects of Mercury. Okay? Like I said, astrology is very, very interesting when you start to study the history of it and the hidden meanings. Okay? So when these Olympic Games were concocted, these Olympic Games were created, okay, not to pay homage to Jupiter, but to actually mock Jupiter and Zeus and Ammon and Ethiops. Okay, those are all the same deities. But the Olympic Games were concocted by the global elites, the descendants of the Ptolemies, to mock the Ethiopian deity known as Zeus. Okay? And they did this in 776 BC. 76 is 13, so they did that on the 13th year of the century, and that's not a coincidence, because on this day during the summer, when they host these Olympics, they have these 5 interlocking circles symbolizing interlocking dimensions. Okay, and what do? They mock Jupiter, and they pay homage to Kronos. Okay, because what do when the Olympics get get started? They get a large crowd. And they pay homage to who? Kronos. And they make fun of the fact that we were double crossed by our souls being in this dimension. Okay, and they're paying homage to the individual who wore the first crown, who was Kronos, by gathering a large crowd and harnessing their energy and lighting the torch. The torch, let's look at the etymology of the word torch, the start of the word torture, because the torch represents when they got the energy harnessed from the crowd. So they lit the torch and set an individual or a deity on fire, and that was considered torture from the torch, from the flaming, burning torch. It was a sacrifice. They performed ritual, demonic sacrifices when the Olympic Games first started, and they would sacrifice these individuals to Kronos, who would be Saturn. Okay? This is all symbolic. This is all spiritual rituals that are used to harness the energy from a large crowd's chakra energy, their aura, and turn it around, okay, and use that energy to tap into Saturnian energy, okay, by lighting the torch, which is a symbolic energy of torture. Because like I said, the whole word torch means sacrificing somebody, setting somebody on fire with the torch, and that is their form of torture, okay, by lighting them on fire with the torch, okay. And you can see these 5 interlocking dimensions as we have the 3rd dimension, and the 3rd dimension mixed with the 5th dimension is the 4th dimension. So right here we have 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 underworlds. So this whole Olympic symbol represents 9 underworlds. 9 underworlds. So what didn't I tell you about the 9 underworlds in the 13 heavens? And we're at the bottom of the 9. Well, this Olympic logo is proving all of that with this symbol. Okay? We have 5 circles, interlocking circles, giving you 9 dimensions, 9 underworlds. Okay? The global elites, they light the torch and they pass the torch to one another. And in ancient times, they used to torture individuals with the torch by setting them on fire and sacrificing them to Kronos, who tried to kill Jupiter, who tried to kill the Ethiopian god Asar. Okay? And they pay homage to Saturn, to Kronos, who wore the crown and gathered the crowd. Okay? His name was Kronos. And put everything in chronological order. Kronos, C-R-O. That represents Saturn and Kronos. Okay? And it's not a coincidence also that the Olympics is performed every 4 years. Every 4 years. It's a ritual, people. They do it every 4 years. And what is 4? 4 is Uranus energy. Okay? They're going against the 4. They're going against the 13 by enacting their rituals that are keeping us sucked into people's animal beast state when they perform these physical acts. Okay? While the people of this world are catching hail and going through chaos. Okay? It's a distraction. It's a ritual. Just like your NBA Finals. Just like your Super Bowl. It's all a goddamn ritual. And I don't understand what people don't understand about this. Okay? Like I said, the Olympics Games, the ritual is enacted every 4 years. Just like every election. Every 4 years. Attacking your 13. Okay, every 4 years. The first Olympics was in 776. So they waited for the 76th year of the century. 7 and 6 is a 13. Okay? And if you think it's a joke, let's look at the numerology behind the 2016 Olympics. Okay, the 2016 Olympics starts on August 5th, 2016. August is 8, 8-5 is 13, 2016 is 9, 2016 is 9. So right there off the bat, you have August 5th, which is 13-9, 9-13, the same numerology as the Paris attacks of last year. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. They're telling you guys something. Time to wake up. If you really want to get technical, August is really the 6th month because March is really the 1st month, because the 13th month is supposed to be in between November and December, or October and November. It's supposed to be in between Sagittarius and Scorpio. Okay, that 13th month. So January and February are supposed to be the last month, and March is supposed to be the first one. So in the original calendar, before it was misconstrued by the witches and warlocks, everybody right now is under the spell of witches and warlocks known as the Knights of Malta. Okay, so before that, the first month was March, second month was April, third was May, fourth was June, June was called something else, fifth was July, July was called something else, basically Sectennis and Sestennis. That was, yeah, July and August. August was the 6th month. Septo means 7, so September was the 7th month. Octo means 8, so October was the 8th month. Nova means 9, so November was the 9th month. Desa means 10, so December was the 10th month. So let's go back. August was the 6th month. August was 6. So the Olympics this year start August 5th. So 6-5 give you 11. And then 2 plus 1. Okay, 2016, 2 plus 1 plus 6 gives you 9. So right there, if we use the original numerology of the months, you have 11-9 on the start of the Olympics date this year. You have 11-9, which is 9-11 backwards. Did you hear what I just said? August was originally the 6th month. August was originally the 6th month. So right then and there you have 6, okay, plus 9. No. You have 6 plus 5. August was the 6th month, so you have August 5th, 6-5, which is 11. Then the numerology of 2016 is 9, so you have 11-9, 9-11, and 9-13. Using Gregorian calendar, you have 9-13. Using the real calendar, Ethiopian calendar, you have 9-11 on the start of the 2016 Olympics. And if you do your research, there's already been a whole bunch of ISIS threats and attacks, threats of attacks on the Olympics this year. And they're talking about they may even cancel the Olympics this year because of terrorist threats. But like I said, the same thing that went down with the Paris thing, it's going to happen again with the Olympics. Mark my words, because I just told you the numerology of the Olympics dates, okay? The Olympics are on August 5th, 2016. 8-5 is 13. 2016 is 9, so 13 and 9 is 9-13, the same numerology of the Paris attacks. Then you have, if you use the real Ethiopian calendar, August is the 6th month. So August 5th would be 6 plus 5, which would be 11. 2016 is 9, so 11-9 would be your numerology for the first date of the Olympics of 2016. So you either have 9-11 or 9-13. So something big is about to go down, buddy. Something big is about to go down with these 2016 Olympics, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to wake up, because I'm under the impression that they are going to enact a stage event and blame it on ISIS. 2015, 2015 is 8. So the year of 2015, it was all about race. This riot, that riot. This guy got shot down. That guy got shot down. 2015, let's go riot. Let's go protest. Let's go march. Division, racial division. So 2016 is going to be all about 9 energy, Mars energy, going to war with ISIS. Going to war. Physical warfare. Going into battle. B-A, the bati, physical warfare. Going into battle. That's what 2016 is going to be about, starting with this year's Olympics. 2016, 2016 is 9 energy, which is Mars energy, which is warfare. So this whole war on ISIS, war on terror, is about to reach its peak in the year of 2016, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, they might even start the race war by having Obama serve his 3rd term or having Trump steal the election. Okay, they might even start the race war in America by doing that ritual. Okay, very symbolic, very informative. Okay, very interesting information here. I want everybody to understand that nothing happens for no reason. I want everybody to do their research for themselves and wake up and come out of this matrix they're under. Okay? Yeah, we are going to see one of the two after this attack. And like I said, my predictions are out there in the open for you guys to see. Look at the prediction of the NBA Finals. The Cavaliers and the Warriors are already in the conference finals. Like I said, I already told you guys what's getting ready to happen. And that's going to be followed up by this terrorist attack on the Olympics. Okay, I told you about the numerology of those dates. It gives it away. It's the same damn numerology that adds up to either 9/11 or 9/13. That goes back to the same Paris attacks. Okay, they're going to do the same thing, enact the same ritual to spark up conflict and a war on ISIS. More rights will be taken away. More rights will be taken away. And there'll be certain restrictions on areas that people can go to across this world or not. Okay, when this happens. Just mark my words. Mark my words, people. Let it happen one step at a time. I told you guys what was going to happen with the NBA Finals. That LeBron James was going to beat Curry in the finals. Who's in the conference finals? You have the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference and the Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference. I told you guys what's getting ready to go down. I told you guys what's getting ready to go down. I told you guys. And they're going to have, they're going to give it to LeBron. Obama's 3rd term, LeBron's 3rd ring. LeBron James will be in the Space Jam, the new Space Jam movie right after he beats the damn Warriors in the finals and wins his 3rd ring. It's obvious. It's obvious, people. Okay? And like I said, these Olympics, okay, they might give you maybe a week's worth, 3 days to a week's worth of games just for the rating money, but there will be an attack. There will be an attack on these 2016 Olympics, okay? I told you the ritual. I showed you the history, the symbology, and broke down the numerology of the 2016 Olympics, man. So I just hope a lot of you people start to wake up. Everybody who purchased RFG attire, Atlantean attire, or a natal chart, I appreciate it. I couldn't do it without you guys. Everybody who has love for me, I have love for you. So, that's about it for today's lecture. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. As a chosen man, I'm out.